Present day. Present time.
Greetings, welcome everyone. Another React video. I'm gonna do some YouTube shorts. I know I got one up right now.
So who is the hottest
and
hit
I've seen this
one
one
time?
too. We've got a ton of Joe Rogan ones, so I'm gonna just press shorts here and see what happens.
Would you have sex with Cleveland if it meant you could have sex with Angelina Jolie?
Yeah, I'd probably do it.
Hang on. Missionary, and you have to look him in the eye. No closing your eyes and pretending it's somebody else.
Oh,
I think still yes.
Thank you, Peter.
Would you have sex with Cleveland?
I think, you know what? I love how he says thank you, Peter, as if the prize isn't Angelina Jolie. But I think this is season 6, episode 3, so this is pre all that plastic surgery she's gotten done. Sorry to say.
What is a bunda?
A bunda?
Bunda, yeah.
There's no such thing as bunda. I've never heard of it.
Put your hand up if you know what a bunda is.
Oh, I know what.
There's no black people on the set. There's no one that's black.
Bunda is the peach, the round thing on the back side.
Wait. Yes, Mike Tyson.
A bunda is a nice shaped arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is a bunda?
I like these guys. These guys are pretty funny. I think, what are they called? The Beta Squad? I don't think that's what they're called. This guy looks like he hangs out with KSI and them.
Very cinnamony, innit? Yeah. Could be a bit too much cinnamon. Where's me Nutella to dip it into, like?
Oh, there's no dipping on these.
No dipping? Slacking. Too much cinnamon, not enough melted chocolate. Know what the best thing to eat Nutella with is, though? Just dip chocolate bars in it.
I feel Molly on that one. A chocolate bar in Nutella? I can understand the churro. A churro in Nutella? I'm down for that. With some Nutella, but like a chocolate bar Nutella? No thanks.
He's taking 2 steps to get out of the way before he would take 1. He allows himself to be pinned on the ropes too frequently, and he does the very thing that he condemned in other fighters to remain stationary long enough for the other fellow to catch up and hit him. Now watch, he takes 2 or 3 steps to get away instead of 1. In the split second it takes to take the second step, he can be hit. It is the defensive measures which made him the fighter he was that aren't so clear today. He's taking 2 steps to get out of the way before he would take.
I think that's one of the sad things about I don't want to say Mike Tyson, sorry, Muhammad Ali's career is that, for those who aren't aware, is that because of his protesting and refusal to go and serve in the Vietnam War, he was stripped of his heavyweight titles. He was not allowed to box. And so he did a number of kind of competitions across the world. He famously fought Antonio Inoki in what is arguably considered the first mixed martial arts fight by many competitors, as Ali fought with his boxing gloves and Inoki didn't fight with any equipment. And Inoki famously got on his back and started just kicking Ali's shins and knees. And many people say that that's one of the reasons why Ali couldn't dance anymore, was that fight with Inoki, and the sheer amount of leg kicks that he had absorbed was just so astronomical. It completely obliterated his ability to dance the way that he used to. Again, one of the really sad parts of Ali's career, being forced to essentially, throw away a number of absolutely amazing years of his career for his literal refusal to go die in a war. But that's the way it is. That's the way life goes sometimes. And I think it's because Ali never went to war that Ali became the legend outside of the ring that he is, because he was a fierce anti-war proponent, and I think he was very, he said it very bluntly. No Viet Cong called me the N-word. He's got his own battles to fight at home in the United States, and that's with the white segregationist society that's completely, exiled him his entire life, including when he was an Olympic champion. I think one of the famous stories that Ali recalls as well is after winning the title, he went back to his hometown and he was still forced to sit in this segregated area because why? He was black. Um, Ali's story is incredible. It's one of the best stories imaginable, and I know people are gonna say, "Oh, Will Smith." Go watch it. There's an Ali documentary which Will Smith stars in. It's one of the best movies ever directed. And it tells Ali's story just perfectly. It's so beautiful. Must watch. Must watch.
Want to hear how Cutie's a freak?
Oh
Well,
no.
depends.
Oh no.
You know how
St.
Yeah.
Pierre is the greatest ever.
Oh no, indeed. I don't want to hear. I don't know who Cutie is, and I don't want to hear how she's a freak.
If you
pretty
have to make a
close.
case for, if you have to make a case, I don't think there's a stronger case for anyone than for George St.
That was
Pierre.
crazy.
Even
Him
as you said
coming
it,
back.
he beat everyone he ever faced. He had 2 losses that were Matt Hughes and Matt Serra, right? And came back and destroyed them in the rematches.
Yeah.
Matt Hughes twice, and Matt Serra just came back
Yeah.
and beat him in the third rubber match. Never happened.
Right.
And then, after retiring, comes back and wins a championship, a division up.
Not just that, but
4 years off.
finishes Michael Bisping and chokes him unconscious with a rear naked choke that was one of the tightest, most cinched up rear naked chokes I've ever seen anybody perform ever.
Yeah, he put Bisping to sleep that night, and that was, I think, after Bisping beat Silva. So Bisping was on a bit of a high, and then we know from there Bisping just kind of slid down. He had that fight with Kevin Gastelum. He got absolutely obliterated in afterwards, but I hate GOAT conversations. It's so difficult when you're in a divisional sport to talk about a GOAT. I can understand talking about a GOAT within a division, but for the entire sport, that's something that's really, it's difficult to do, and it's difficult to make that argument just because, somebody can sit there and say, well, what if John was at 155, or what if Khabib was at, 195, or sorry, 205? What if Silva was a 135? Or like, it's so hard to say this person is the definitive best fighter of all time or the greatest of all time. I mean, we can have a Mount Rushmore, and I think that that's fair. And I really think that in terms of when we're talking about GOATs, we need to do it by division. We need to stop doing the stupid thing where we say, oh yeah, this person's the greatest of all time and there's no one better than them. We have to base it on the division. We can't base it on, this person is the greatest, period. I can understand in like certain years, there are certain guys whose work rate and work ethic is just leaps and bounds ahead of somebody else. And those guys usually win Fighter of the Year. They really do. But to call him the GOAT, it's hard in this sport like mixed martial arts, where, to be blunt, your career means nothing until the next guy shows up, right? Everyone thought Ali was the best. Ali was the greatest. Or sorry, Rocky Marciano was the greatest. Rocky Marciano was the best, and then Ali showed up, and then Ali got beat, and then it was Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes, was. That's this other sad thing too, is that Larry Holmes never really gets the deserved due that he gets. Larry Holmes was one hell of a heavyweight champion as well. Then it was Tyson. After Tyson it was Holyfield. After Holyfield it was Lennox. After Lennox it was Klitschko. After Klitschko it's like there's the next guy. Everyone's saying that it's Fury. Who knows? We'll see. That guy's a whole different. He's got his own demons to face and go through. So it's hard to say that, oh yeah, there's a definitive greatest of all time. There isn't a definitive greatest of all time. There isn't.
Oh, go figure. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, would you look at that?
Ooh.
Just look at it. Just look at it. Yeah, well. What the heck is that? Oh, go figure.
That sucks. I mean, it's not major damage though.
He never really had a boxing match in his life, right? He didn't have a boxing match, right? He went 10 rounds with the greatest fighter in the last 100 years of boxing.
No, Connor's a beast. Connor's a beast.
Think about, no. You're not listening to me. You don't understand what I'm saying. Yeah. He went 10 rounds, scored punches on the greatest fighter in the last 100 years. Did he do something? Did he accomplish something? A star? See, people ain't looking. People just want to see the black guy beat the white guy. They just want to see it. But look what he had to fight against. And look what he did when he fought against it. He never...
This is... I feel weird about this one because putting Floyd in the position that he is, you can't take anything away from Floyd. I think Floyd's absolutely... Arguably, yes, he's probably the best see, that's why again it's hard. I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't call Floyd Mayweather the greatest of all time, despite his record. What I would say about Floyd Mayweather, though, is that he's probably one of, if not the best ring generals in all of boxing. But this, like, oh, you know, he's never trained. That's not true. That's not true. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's not true. I think that's kind of really dismissing the mixed martial arts career of Conor McGregor a bit and his skills there. And while, yeah, you can say, oh, he's never boxed before, he's had combat sport experience. And that plays a massive role, I think, in the way fights turn out and in the way that other people can really fight. I think the size also plays a massive role in it. You know, like, let's not mince words. Conor McGregor was bigger than Floyd. It's not easy for a guy like Floyd to knock out and to knock down. I mean, he did it, but it's not easy for Floyd to do that. He's not known for his knockout punching power or anything like that. You get somebody that's Conor's size, Conor's skill level, or not Conor's skill level, but like, you know, like a Canelo. You throw Canelo in there with Conor, I'm sorry, Canelo's going to manhandle him in like a round or two. You throw Triple G in there with him, he's manhandling him. You throw Lomachenko in here, he's manhandling him. Like, people forget that's also an older Floyd that fought Conor. So this is a weird one. You know, like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, Conor did do some stuff that I guess you can't diminish. But to pretend as if like Conor's like some, oh, he did this with like the greatest of all time and like he was, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about all that. Ooh, some nice solid punches there. Nothing more to say about that. Great counters, great hooks, you know, good head movement. Nothing more to say.
Bitch, I'm stylish. Glock talk, big t-shirt, Billy. Watch on my wrist.
Damn. That ice cream man from Turkey, he got kicked out of the country after that.
Stockton's finest, Nate Diaz. He's coming to check out Sugar Sean, right?
Nah, you better watch your tweets about who fought recently.
Oh, I know. Stockton's.
All I'm gonna say is that was one of the weakest slaps I've ever seen. All he did was slap the camera and then the hat. That's, come on, dog. That's weak. You're a fighter and that's all you're doing? Weak.
I asked someone, like, how much is America in debt? And they were like, this many trillion. And then I asked a rhetorical question, but the dumbest question I've ever asked myself. I said, well, you know, how much does the Earth cost? Think
It's
about
not a bad question.
But
how much is the Earth worth?
Yeah,
right
what is the Earth
Everything.
worth?
All the things on Earth.
Yeah, it's saying we can't buy it. We couldn't make enough money to buy the Earth. I asked someone, like, how much is...
I hate videos like these. I hate videos like these where they just take like some podcast clip out of context. They like maybe add a little couple JPEGs in there, and then they add a little bit of like music in there to make it sound deep. This shit ain't deep, dog. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
But when you're changing a diaper...
Oh my god, you know what? I think that's the perfect place to end the video. That's 13 minutes too. Peace out, folks. Thanks for watching this reacts. I hope you guys like shorts. We're gonna watch some more later. Peace.